Today we're looking at the Reed Machine's Oboe Cube. The cube comes in this little box. Take the top off and you have this machine here. Before we start profiling, we'll take a quick look at the cube. It's obviously radically different than any other profiler on the market. This one is for the oboe. They do have one they're working on for the bassoon. Interestingly enough, I've been able to make this one with it just the way it's set up. We can use it on English horn reeds without changing anything except the measurements that I use. The reed fits onto this support. It's put together here on clipping the cork instead of going inside the reed. On the top of the instrument here, we have a gauge to increase or decrease the spring tension. On the left here is the thickness of the tip. As you can see here, there are many adjustments to it. This one has an adjustment here for the back, how much you take out of the back. And on this side, you can take the length of the tip and the length of the scrape. This is the profile that I furnished them in the Netherlands, American style profiler with a long W background. We'll put a reed in this and show you how this one works completely differently. This little center thing holds the blade, which is right here, and the reed fits in here, slides onto a template holder, marked there. We'll put it up to the mark that it has there, and it centers. And instead of having to hold anything holding it, the cork is clamped with this little device here. We have this set up already, so we simply take this, and on this one we come down the center of the reed. It works a little differently. So we hold it so that the blade doesn't cut in too much, and I start profiling. As I can feel the blade has reached a certain point, I can turn loose of it, and then this little wheel here turns. This unit turns back and forth, and as I turn it, the bed moves, and we do the first quarter side of an end reed, coming across, going slowly on the turn, and taking off a small amount of cane. Reach the edge, go back to the center. This way the whole reed is covered twice. And now we reach the center of the reed. We lift this, turn it, and unlike the other one, we simply release the holder and pull and turn the reed and readjust to clamp the reed. Start the other side. And then begin to rotate this unit so the reed moves back and forth. In the first quarter side, back to the center. We do the second side for the first side through, first time through. Reach the edge. Then we go back to the center. And we have a finished reed. We unhook it, we take it here, pull it out, and check the reed. Here you can see the blade of the reed, the long scrape, the center rib, and the tip. The other side here, same thing. As we put it up to the light, you should be able to see the tip there with a slight indentation in the center. On this one, the center is thicker. And then we put the reed in the oboe, test it. So the idea behind the profiler is to shorten the time of preparing the reed, being able to get a reed to the point of playing, and then you can personally adjust it to fit your reed, instrument, style, etc. From our professional artist line of commercial reeds, it allows me to make every reed the same length, start off with the same exact proportions, and the only thing I have to do then is to adjust the reed for the hardness of the cane, perhaps the opening of the reed, and then sometimes change it just to make it effectively work a little bit more in the strength it's coming out to be. So I hope that helps understand the new profiler, the Cube. Hope you'll stop by our TMEA exhibit 508 through 12 and see these new instruments. We'll be glad to demonstrate them for you. Have a great day. And this is what I was talking about with the English horn reed. All I have to do is put it in here, put it the position I want it, tighten the clamp down, and the reed is now ready. I adjust here the length of the scrape and the depth of the scrape, and I can also thicken the proportions here if I choose to, and I can lengthen the scrape, and then everything acts exactly the same way. When you start at the center and take it off, it's a slightly shorter scrape that I can then add to here. So that's using of the English horn on the oboes without just anything else except the tolerances that we have available.